This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think of Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just of quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
What a catch! They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third-down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start to...
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Makes it look easy. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. He'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Catch made over the middle. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. Finds room at the 30. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Notre. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are
refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And it's incomplete. The defense not fooled that time. And now it's third down. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Well, it looked like they might have picked up the first down, but this defense, not giving up on that play, jars the ball loose from that running back and picks up a nice turnover.
And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Not able to connect, incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back to pass. It's Notre. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Potts. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to throw it again. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Look out, room to run here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. QB bootlegs here. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Back to throw. It's Carr. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On first and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Play action here on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pauling. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties and nickelback.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down.
Touchdown, Notre Dame, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Notre. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
He breaks free, and he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking downfield. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Sooners.
I tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Carr. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quick throw to the left side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Making people miss. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. They can't stop him. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Look at it, chuck it again. Caught by the receiver.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Carr. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that completion. And he drops back in the gun. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against him here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Using his legs, it's Price. He's got the first and still going. In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Grab down the middle. It's Fields. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Running back grabs it on a screen. Touchdown, Irish. Look out. Whole different game now. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. They'll toss it to the back. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch. Did a nice job of being able to have assignment football. Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football. Roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. It's Carr. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Now here he goes. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. first play of the drive now from the 25. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And there's the handoff. Breaks free. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion now from the tight end. They'll try the option play here. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability.
Touchdown, Notre Dame, as they come roaring back now. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. QB decides to keep it here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Here's the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Ott. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Incompletion sets up a second down. Dropping back. It's Notre. Taking a shot deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw yet again. Finds his man. It's Burks. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. The question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
On the ground, it's Ott. As the first down is still going. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that is a great example of the option. Pitch it out perfectly. They completely caught the defense off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The comeback is on. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Chewing clock with the running game. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
That's a strong stiff arm.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. He hands it off from the gun. Has the first down and more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. And it's a kneel down. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk.